Tips on how to help your kids make good friends.
Then you want to smile to show you're happy to see the person. Say hello and say the person's name.
If you want your children to feel happier and more confident, be engaged at school, and better able to cope with stress, help them make friends. The book, Growing Friendships, A Key to Making and Keeping Friends, helps children and us parents navigate children's friendships. It was written by psychologist Dr. Eileen Kennedy Moore, who joins us in the studio today. It is so nice to have you here.
Hi, Maggie. It's great to be here.
Friendships are so important. They're everything for children. What can we as parents do to help our kids make and keep friends?
Parents often feel very helpless when it comes to children's friendships. And it's true, we can't make friends for our kids, but there is a lot that we can do. The first thing is to just create opportunities. Kids make friends by doing fun things together. So use your deep knowledge of your child to help your kid figure out things that they like doing that they could also do with other kids. Second, we can offer a lot of social coaching. So we are not born knowing how to get along with other people. And even as adults in new situations and new relationships, we're continuing to learn. What fuels the development of children's friendships, from those love the one you're with friendships of the toddler years to the more intimate and lasting friendships of the teenage years, is an increasing ability to understand someone else's perspective. This is something that parents can be very helpful for. We can help our kids to imagine what somebody else is thinking and feeling, and that helps them decide how they want to behave. And most important, what we can do is model. Make sure your kid sees you taking time and putting effort into your friendships so that they can do the same.
Kids need to be brave. We all need to be brave when we make friends. We have to actually reach out, which for a kid who doesn't know how or is shy is difficult. So how can we help them navigate that part of it?
It starts with a greeting. Right? That's the first 3 seconds of interacting with somebody. There are actually 4 steps to a friendly greeting. So you want to look the person in the eye, or if that's uncomfortable for your child, you can tell them, look people in between the eyebrows. From a little bit of a distance, you really can't tell the difference. Then you want to smile to show you're happy to see the person. Say hello and say the person's name to make the greeting personal. You can practice this with your kid. Hi, Mommy, how was your day? It's a great thing to be doing. But then sometimes kids are afraid to do this because they feel like they're too self-conscious. They feel like it's going to be weird. If that's your kid, you may want to have them count greetings. So just at the beginning of a school day, notice how many people are greeting each other. And that will help your child to see that, yes, that's the usual behavior. It's looking away, looking aside. That's what's unusual. And
that's a good tip.
Yeah, that communicates to other people, I don't like you, I don't want anything to do with you. That's not what they're feeling, but that's what they're communicating if they don't greet.
So something that can be difficult is joining a group of friends. And I like in your book how you have illustrations that depict different challenges that kids face. This first one, for instance, I mean, this is something that not only children, heck, all of us have been there before. Mackenzie, why aren't you playing with the other girls? They don't ask me to play with them. When you see a group of friends, how do we tell our kids that they should join in? How can they do that?
Well, the usual advice is go up to them and ask, can I play? Bad idea, because think about it. What's going to happen? The other kids have to stop what they're doing, turn around, look at your kid, and that's just too much of an opening for the mischievous kids to say, no, you can't play. What researchers find is that there's a very specific sequence for how to join a group, and that's watch, then blend. So watch what the kids are doing and then slide into the action without interrupting it.
What does that mean? How do you blend?
Well, it's just like merging on a highway, right? There are 2 ways to mess up. One way is you stand back and you just let the cars go by and you never get where you want to go. Or the other way is you barge in and woof, there's a big crash. So if a child wants to join a group, they first watch what they're doing. And maybe the blending is if everybody is standing in line to play Foursquare, you go stand at the end of the line. Or if everybody is building something, you can either join by giving a compliment, oh, that looks really nice, or bringing over more building materials. So you're keeping the action going. Interrupting the play, from a kid's perspective, is rude.
All right.
The same principle applies for older kids, where it's more about joining a conversation rather than joining a game. And here, what you do is you match the emotional tone of the group. So if all the kids are talking about the latest collectible and our kid comes over and says, well, this is really stupid. I mean, it's just cardboard.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
Exactly. The kid may as well have a neon sign saying, I don't belong here. So in that case, the kid could either ask an interested question or give a compliment about, wow, you have a lot of these, or just some way show enthusiasm for it too, or I'm really interested in that also, and then they're blending in. If the kids are all complaining about the math test, and our girl comes over and says, well, I thought it was easy. Oof, that's like a sour note in a melody. So to join, she shouldn't pretend she's stupid, because lying isn't a good way to make friends. But she could say, yeah, I can't believe there were 4 word problems. Or, yeah, I can't believe we had it on the same week that we had the social studies test. So you're matching the emotional tone.
Wow. So much good information, and there's even more in the book. So Dr. Eileen Kennedy Moore, thank you. We want to let everybody know that you can pick up the book. It's called Growing Friendships. And also, something really cool, Dr. Eileen has just launched a mini podcast. It's called Kids Ask Dr. Fantastic, which tackles questions about friendships directly from children. So be sure to check that out.